here I am, again with part 2. Let's get started, shall we?
Okay, we'll do a deep search on the spy corps. I want to peel back security and learn everything.
What are you doing?
I'm calling my grandparents.
Are you insane? The CIA is probably monitoring their calls.
Do I look like I give a damn? It's worth a shot, Sherlock. I need to know they're okay. I want them here where I know they're safe.
So you are insane.
Dee Dee, I want my family here too, but...
They're the only family I've got, Gwen.
It's not really a good idea, Dee Dee.
Why?
Imagine Sherlock meeting Amy and Rory for a second. They're not what you would typically picture as grandparents.
Good
I
point.
see your point. But while we're here on the subject of friends and family, Sherlock, shouldn't you call John? Let him know everything's okay?
But everything's not okay.
That's what friends do for each other. They lie.
How would you know? You don't have any friends.
Don't go there.
Rude.
I will slap you next time you even think about going there. Now listen. John is a part of this team. He deserves to be here.
You think I don't want him to be here? Because I do.
I'm calling him.
Dee Dee, don't.
I'll tell him to meet us in a neutral location where the CIA can't track us down, okay? I'll be careful.
Oh, shit.
You're right. The CIA showed up.
Whoever these people are, they're good, and they're ready for us.
Ready for who? Torchwood? Because according to reliable sources, there's no Torchwood. It's dead. Gone. Buried.
It's us.
Really? Because as far as I can see, you've all gotten your staff killed.
Watch it, Sherlock.
They were my
Oh.
friends.
I'm gonna
Dead
fight you.
friends.
Sherlock!
No, Dee Dee. You're going to end up exactly the same way if we carry on.
Like you care.
Of course I care.
Yes. Sorry.
Sherlock, listen. You see these two people here? Jack and Gwen? They've been the closest thing I've had to family for a long time now. So if I die for them, so be it. It's not your place to judge them.
Some family. They abandoned you, Dee Dee. Or don't you get that?
Mean.
Sherlock! Sherlock! Wait.
Dee Dee, get back here! We have to stick together!
Sweet.
The city's gone wild. Everyone's out drinking. No one knows if it's a party or a wake.
My arm is itching.
Poor
I
baby.
think it's infected.
You know, you're worse than Reese. It's itching because it's healing. Now stop it, Jack. Oi, Jack!
Mortal man, mortal needs.
Yeah, we've got work to do.
I am so mortal.
Give it to me, baby, tell me what's it gonna be. Gonna give it to me dirty up where everybody sees. Cause I can't do nothing with you if you're never gonna dance. So you better find some rhythm cause they're playing bad romance.
Scotch. What are these?
Sobriety chips. We got 2 month chips, 6 month. I think we even got a whole bowl of 10-year chips around here somewhere. People are throwing a lot of sober out the window tonight.
Sorry, I can't add to your collection. Unless you want a button.
You damage that coat, I'm jumping over this bar to protect it.
Jack. You like the coat?
Brad. Passionately.
Dad's side of the family? Jack. He's on your father's side of the family, am I right?
Yeah, well, he's a friend of my father's anyway.
So you're not related?
No, but Jack was the closest thing I had to family after my dad left.
What about those grandparents of yours?
Rarely saw them. They've been traveling until recently. And then there was the issue of not knowing who I am for a while there.
Alzheimer's?
Sure, that sounds believable.
Terrible disease.
Right. But I love them. Especially my grandmother.
And why is that?
Let's just say she understands what I'm going through. She understands what it feels like to wait. Amy is someone I really look up to in that sense.
What about your mum?
I told you about her already. She just disappears and reappears in my life at random. I never know when she'll come back. I never know how long she'll stay. I never know how long she'll be gone, or when she'll be gone, or even when she leaves. All I know is that she's my mom, and I have to cherish every second she spends with me because every second is priceless. Every second with her makes me believe, just for a moment, that I actually have family, that I'm not truly alone.
But you're not alone.
You lot may be in my life right now, but you won't stay. No one ever stays.
You really miss him.
Who?
I want to hug her.
My dad?
Who else?
He was the most magnificent man I have ever known. He travels around in his little blue box and helps people. He just goes around saving people. And I don't think he really understands how much he touches people's lives. 1 minute with my dad can change your entire life. He's just that extraordinary. And you know what? He never asks to be thanked. At least that's what my mom says. My father saves lives and civilizations, and entire worlds even. And he never asks once to be thanked.
Worlds?
Shut up, Sherlock.
Put two and two together.
When I was little, he used to tell me these fairy tales. The Dalek, Emperor's New Clothes, the Three Little Centaurs, the classics. That was my favorite part of the day. Story time. Because every once in a while he'd go off book. He'd tell me about his home. He'd tell me about Gallifrey.
Gallifrey?
That's where my dad was born. It's gone now.
What happened to it?
The war happened. There was this great big war, and everyone died. The whole planet. Dead. But my dad never wanted me to remember it for that. He always wanted me to remember how beautiful it truly was. It boasted a bright orange sky, and trees with silver leaves that made the forest look aflame in the morning sunlight. A citadel enclosed in a big glass dome shining bright and mightily under the twin suns. The snow-capped mountains going on forever. Big slopes of deep red grass. A second star would rise in the south in the morning, making the mountains glow. Golden fields and red deserts rolling over the plains. The capital rising proud above it all, bursting with light.
Sounds like a fairy tale.
To me, it is a fairy tale, and a dream, a wish, and the most terrible loss the skies have ever known.
Why do you have to be so bloody mysterious?
I'd be boring if I was anything less.
You're just a big puzzle.
A puzzle that no one should solve. And what about you? So inquisitive, so utterly frustrating. You know, you're exactly what I've been running from my entire life. A man who can't help but solve every puzzle he gets his hands on.
Then why are you getting closer?
How did you know?
What?
You kissed me before to get information. How did you know that would work?
When we first met and made eye contact, your pupils dilated, your breathing rate increased, and you began to perspire visibly. Wasn't it obvious?
Oh.